NMU Productions. Yeehaw.
The distortion of the fabric of space and time around one black hole also exists for the other black hole. So you have black holes entering each other's event horizons. So I opened up that thesis. I didn't understand a single page in it. Off and fuck your ass.
Slap. Have you had chicken in a box or chicken in a chip?
Or like drumsticks?
Yeah.
Shit like that? Yeah.
Well, those ones, they're just like that. They're like, it's like chicken crimpy, but on steroids because it's so much more fucking dusty, you know?
Yeah.
We fell off. The podcast is dead.
Oh, yeah. And we're live.
The podcast.
I'm so keen to hear it with fucking the new audio.
Well, do you think the audio will be any different? I'm trying to find the optimal position for the... I think this is it. I think... Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I'm not sure if you saw
I
the
don't
whole
look at
episode, but I was like fucking around with
Yeah.
the entire time.
Because you don't want to ruin the framing of the... Because right now it's probably like just... You're probably like
'Cause
two-facing right now.
Yeah, everything all the YouTubers I fucking like clips I see on YouTube,
Yeah.
they actually have it in their face, like, and it takes up, I swear, half their face like this. Yet, because they film so close,
It's like...
it looks good. It's like,
Yeah.
that looks like they know their shit, which they obviously do because they're fucking professionals.
But because ours from a distance, it's just like, hey guys.
Hi. Yeah.
And I can bring
Yeah.
it down low. And
But-
we can really...
We do have a semi-professional setup now.
Oh, boom, I think I found it. But... Scat though, because when I turn like this, I'm completely away from it.
Well,
Whatever.
That's the good thing about it, though. Because when you turn, you can just...
Yeah.
But there's people going to probably be hearing fucking taps all over the mic.
Well, I'll try and keep my hand on it. This is the one thing you don't talk about on a podcast, which is the... Fuck off, alright? Fuck the rules. Fuck the norm.
There are no rules on a fucking podcast.
Yeah, literally. Oh, man.
Oh, fuck.
Let me ask you a fucking question. I'm going to ask you a question that's I'm exhausting myself. I'm exhausted. I go through a
The
stage...
guy who talks all the time is exhausted from talking.
Oh, I can't. I get triggered at myself about how much I talk. I'm like, like there's a voice in my head that just goes, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sort of like what just happened down there with shaking old mate's hand. Fuck shaking the hand. It's like, oh, fuck, you're a retard.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it was a joint effort of fuckery. That's got to be one of the worst things.
What?
Fucking up a handshake.
Especially when it's not a close friend, when it's like a step
An acquaintance
out. Yes.
almost, or yeah.
And someone who you're not fully yourself with, and then you have an awkward exchange, and that sort of directs the next exchange.
Yeah, and it's immediately just awkward. We both know it's awkward, but we're not going to talk about it.
That's the bit.
Let's move on to the next thing. It's just awkward. Yeah.
I find complete. If I do something awkward or I do something fucked up and I handle it in the moment and bring it up and bring it to everyone's attention and be like, that was awkward. As soon as I do that, it doesn't follow me. But if some shit happens awkwardly and it's just like a look in the eye and they see and you see but not a word is said about it and they pretend that nothing happened, that's when it kills me.
Yeah.
That happened fucking yesterday with my fucking jiu-jitsu trainer, bro. So this, like, when I shake his hand, he never looks me in the eyes, right? And I'm like, it's just like what a fucking guy does. He's like a fucking murderer, right? And then I was there at the end of training, I was stretching, and he walks like towards me, but like as if he's getting off the mats. And he gets like about like from me to you away, and he's standing there, and I just go, howdy. I look at him, and he just ignores me completely and just keeps walking with his eyes straight up. And I just start laughing, cunt. Like, I'm not allowing that to make me feel weird. I'm like, I know you can hear me. And you've just chosen not to acknowledge me. Why? I don't know. I'm just trying to be nice, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what kind of games. But then it's kind of like, yeah, it kind of wins in a way. Because, look, I'm talking about it right now. And therefore, that's the role. You know, that's the mind game. But is it even a mind game? I'm just a cunt that thinks a lot. So I'm pretty sure that's just what it is.
Maybe he's legally blind.
Maybe he's
or legally deaf.
legit. Imagine.
Is it? Can you be legally deaf? Is
What's
that a thing?
legally blind mean? What's that
Legally
mean?
blind, isn't that like
Like Centrelink.
where you can sort of see, but like it's completely.
But why legally? What's the legal? Where's the legal ramifications
I don't.
coming?
I don't fucking know, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first heard legally blind, I was like, you can be illegally blind, which I guess you can. You can be faking it.
That's a fucking. That's a thing in itself.
Legally blind. Yeah. Why don't you just say blind?
Yeah. Maybe that if they're legally blind, it's like a doctor's certificate, and therefore they qualify for some kind of
Can't.
fucking
We have a
rebates
doctor
and shit.
in our fucking hand right now. Let's look this shit up. What?
This thing's too hot.
What does legally blind mean?
Fuck you. Actually, no. That came out
It's already
wrong.
been done.
That came out
It's already
wrong.
been done.
I didn't mean it.
Legal blindness is not black blindness. Rather, you are considered legally blind if you can't see at 6 meters with both eyes, with glasses if required, what someone with normal vision can see at 60 meters, and or if your field of vision is less than 20 degrees in diameter in your eye with better vision. So basically, yeah, what I was saying. Like you can see, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like you can make out shapes almost.
Yeah, but what, being blind is more than legally blind?
Seeing more than 6 meters or assisted. So people with glasses are apparently legally blind from what I've just read.
I'm legally blind. That's the only way I know it. That meme, remember?
I cannot see.
Yeah. Funny. I said at the start I was going to ask you a question out of the fucking randomness.
Yeah.
I went on that tangent. Fucking, alright, let me ask you a question.
Just before you do it,
Yeah.
I was gonna tack on to the end of that.
Oh, yeah, go.
And now that you've moved on to to a new topic, like you've started the moving,
Yes.
I'm stuck in a like thing
Pull
of
it back.
conflict
Let's pull it back.
of. I was about to say my story, but we're moving on now, so it's
No,
like
no.
it's just sitting now in
We're
my
not.
chest. But it's a dead story.
What you've done is you've now grabbed the movement and you've dragged it back.
No, I haven't. I've just
You have.
I've stalled it.
Stalled it.
I've stalled it
We're in limbo right now.
because we're in between the two topics.
But how long do we have to talk before this becomes a topic in itself?
Now,
Okay.
I'd say yeah. Alright, you fucking find another question.
No, what the fuck were you gonna say? You can't now not say it.
Fuck it.
But see, now you've made it a topic, and therefore the thing you're gonna say is now invalid because it's too far away from the
Exactly.
past topic.
That's why I was like,
But now you have to say it.
no, I
because
do have to say.
I
it.
can't
I was
allow
legit
it.
just gonna say, I found out
Oh.
like the first time I saw like and heard that legal blindness was a thing
Okay.
was on The Voice, and some chick was singing and she was walking down the stairs and they just said that she was legally blind, and I was like, that bitch ain't blind. So what the fuck is legally blind? Dead. That's why I was like, it's in my chest, but there's no point in saying it.
But how's that energy meant to be released? Like when you want to say something and it's just
You
there.
just-
Yeah.
It's legit what you have to do.
That's painful when you're like in a conversation with a group of people and you want to say something and you're like just being polite and not saying anything, which rarely happens to me because I'm the cunt that talks over as I've been fucking trying to learn. But when like you know what, it always happens when you're in a like a group of people that you're uncomfortable with, like where you're not in your fucking comfort zone and you're like, oh, I don't want to step on anyone's toes, and you want to say and then it.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking hold your nuts. Blue balls yourself. That's crazy.
Pardon me.
But The Voice always has some fucking shit going on. There's always someone who with like leukemia or something.
Someone with a backstory.
Yeah.
They
how
all
you
have
mean it.
backstories, even if it's like fucking beautiful, like a beautiful childhood.
Alright.
There's some backstory.
Being as truthful as possible, but you can use like dramaticness. How would you sell your backstory? What's your backstory?
But I sell my backstory. Like,
Yeah. You gotta make it as dramatic as possible.
dramatic as
But it's
possible.
gotta be truthful.
But it's got to be truthful.
Yeah.
Fuck. And I'm just like trying to gather information from my life.
That's fucked though, thinking about that. Like, trying to fucking.
You know, growing up, had a really good childhood, solid childhood, like
Yeah.
blue collar family.
Yeah, working class. Yes.
Yeah, worked for my dad.
Mm.
Yeah, it was living the dream, I'd say, and then it kind of all came crashing down when me and my mates took acid and.
Ooh. Shit, no, this actually could work. This shit could work. You're actually selling it.
And my reality fell apart, and I'm currently in the midst of piecing it back together. I'm like 3/4 of the way done, I reckon, but singing really like helps me get through it. Oh,
You're a fucking genius, bro.
bro, I need to like write this down.
That was really good.
Yeah. Just quick over the fucking brush past the fucking like, oh yeah, you had it easy shit, and get straight to the fucking negative. Or he did acid and he's fucked. Like,
Because that's a very modern
Yeah.
take. You know what I mean? They'd actually be interested as fuck in that.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, acid in my life. Got fucked.
Your turn.
My turn.
You
Yeah.
wait.
Wait, I'm a singer as well. All right.
I mean, yeah, well, yeah.
You know, growing up,
Could be on Australia's Got Talent.
all right.
Yeah.
I juggle.
Fucking hell.
All right. You know, life was good growing up as a young kid, you know, from a really like blessed household, you know, that classic white picket fence, mum and dad, brother and sister, you know, playing on the trampoline, hot summers, backyard cricket.
Yeah.
But it all came crashing down, you know, when the family unit falls apart, you know. Parents split up, childhood divorce.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. The divorce.
You know. I don't want to go into too details, it's pretty raw.
Yeah, there's a female judge. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, but I just found myself in a dark place and got an olive branch from a teacher at my local school. Taught me how to juggle, and you know, I'd be coming home from school, you know, there's arguments, there's yelling, there's fighting, you know, losing connections between my siblings. I just didn't know what to do with myself, but you know, I just found, you know, some comfort, you know, throwing those balls in the air, because in, you know, the time that it's in the air, it's almost my escape, you know. So I don't know, I'm just trying my best coming here to put my best foot forward, you know, and really channel that energy that's being given to me from my life. You know, it's been pretty challenging, you know. I'll try and wear it on my sleeve.
That's solid, bro. That's so good.
It's crazy, like, that you could take it there. Because when you said yours, I was like, oh, fuck. Because yours is truthful as fuck. I don't think you even exaggerated that. Would you exaggerate?
No.
Yeah. That was...
No. The only thing that, like, I would have left out is, like... Oh, no. Yeah. It was pretty much, yeah, saying...
fucking... And you're someone who said you've never actually struggled with anything, or you said, like, my life's been easy. That's not easy, bro. Like, that's fucking... Don't be like your fucking, like, life coach. Like, bro, you fucking had a hard life. But
Bro, that's the one thing that, like, I feel like I've brought on myself.
I've done it too.
Because I've noticed from an early age, and I've been saying it from an early age, negativity gets you places, bro. Like, nowadays, because
Yeah.
people thrive off it.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, it's a really, like, sought after emotion almost. Like, when other people are feeling negative, they fucking instantly are playing a sad playlist or something like that. But, yeah, I'd always listening to motivational stories. Same like, 100 different fucking celebrities, all with the same shit. I had a hard life. My dad beat my mum.
Yeah.
This shit. Fucking grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
Gang violence, all that. And I'm here. Privileged as fuck. Like,
how am I ever gonna
how do I
compete?
feel that?
Yeah.
And I feel like as much as I wanted a backstory like that, I never wanted anything like kind of bad to happen. Not that anything really bad has happened, but the acid trip did fuck me like a bit.
Yeah.
So
a bit though.
Not a bit. A
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
bunch.
Yes. Yes.
So
So it actually has been something.
it has been something, yes,
Yeah.
but it's
But then you put it relatively to like, I don't know, David Goggins' upbringing, and you're like,
yeah. And you're like,
got not
yeah.
bashed.
But then you got to be like, fucking, these are the cards I've been dealt.
And that's your life, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're fucking. But I definitely feel that same way. Like, I'm in the same situation as you, can't. Like, we've literally lived on the same fucking street essentially, lived very similar lives besides a divorce, right? And I don't even allow myself to feel my divorce as traumatic for me. And I feel like I did pretty well. But then I go, am I just telling myself that because like I'm actually traumatized? But I did pretty well compared to like, I don't know, compared to other people who, I don't know. I actually don't know. But I always resisted giving myself like, oh, I actually have a hard life. I always resisted like actually allowing any sympathy for myself, which relatively I shouldn't, but it's my life. I should, I don't know. It's weird, but I also felt the same way. It's like, I want to have that fucking shit, negative shit to happen so I can fucking rise out of it. So you can fucking conquer it. So you can become like a strong person. Because like we're fucking, you know, we're two white guys living in Australia in the suburbs of Western Sydney from privileged families who were pretty much set for life. And we're not satisfied with that for whatever reason. We want a challenge. We want to be heroes. We want to fucking overcome. We want challenges. We want to be like thrown in the ground and forced to come back from it. And like we go into, it's like we've almost seeked that out. Do you think that's why we do psychedelics? I think that's why I did it. I wanted adventure, bro. I wanted to like set sail.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was going to be negative. For me, it wasn't too negative. It was actually like constructive for me.
Yeah, same with mine. Was very constructive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, why do you think want to go to Switzerland? It's the same thing. I want some challenge. I want to fucking... The reason why it's so hard for me to get to Switzerland is the legit reason why I want to go even more. That's the challenge, con. I can actually like finally put all my like existential dread and angst to the side and put all this like people trying to push your life on you. You know, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. And I can go, no, I want to do this. And I can put my whole attention to this because it seems like a valuable thing to do. Like, that's my journey. That's my fucking battle that I can have. Like, that's so attractive to me. And it's like, I have to seek it out myself.
Yeah. I think about that, like, you going to Sweden, and I'm like... When I first started thinking about it, I was like, oh, I couldn't do that. I've got a fucking job. Like, I'm working for my dad. I've got a fucking, like, all this shit. I've got, like, sure, I could take annual leave, but then, like, I've got to come back and work. But at the same time, I don't have to do any of that. Like, I could legit do what you're doing.
Literally, yes.
Like, there's actually nothing holding me back. But I guess the one thing that would be holding me back is like my relationship with my dad and how that would affect, like, and how leaving work would affect it. Especially if I was just to be like, I'm fucking off to fucking Sweden for 3 months. So, oh, well, fuck. We need you here at work. I was like, well, it's my life. I need to fucking do this for myself. And I actually think that I reckon he'd have a fucking real tough time being like, nah, fuck that. Like, what are you fucking doing? What, you gonna go over there with no plan? Just fucking live. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I reckon he'd eventually like come around
And he'd appreciate it.
Yeah, like when I'm like fucking leaving. That's when he'd probably be like, fucking take care, stay safe. But these are all hypotheticals because I'm not doing it still.
Yeah.
I don't. That's like not my thing. Not passion, but like
Path.
that's not my calling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least not now.
It's nice though. It's nice that like you can be confident in your path. Yeah.
Well, I'm confident in that. That's not my path.
Well, that's one fucking thing ticked off. You know what I mean? At least it's not your path at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt the same thing towards my dad because I'm in the same situation. I work for my dad, which is so many parallels. Yeah, I felt like the same thing. I was nervous, and I fucking had like the biggest breath of relief when my dad was like, You know, you want to do your thing. It's your life. I know this is like a stepping stone, and I'm supporting you. And I was just, as soon as I heard that, I was just like, oh, I don't know. Like, you build up this thing in your head that it's gonna be like fucking, you fucking betrayed me. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm not, it's so
Your
not
dad's
the
gonna
case.
be like, "What is this nonsense you
Yes.
speak of?" But then he'd probably be thinking, "Fuck, I'd love to be doing that right now, and I've given my son the opportunity to do
Yeah.
this."
100%.
That'd be pretty lit as a father.
Mm.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I think I'm gonna write letters for like all the close people in my life before I go. I don't know why. I think it just feels right. I was writing my journal, like I fucking just was reflecting on because I work with my brother at the moment and my dad, and we like it's us three doing shit. Like we build a pergola. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know how to pronounce the fucker.
Fuck. I was about to be like, it's.
Is it pergola?
I think it's. Fuck, I had it and then pergola fucked me up. I think it's pergola or something.
Pergola.
I-
Whatever.
You could be
that thing.
fucking
That
yeah.
word that I always get nervous to say in front of other people because I don't know how to say it correctly. Yeah, so we like built one of them today and then painted it, and I was just thinking, like, I should be really grateful because I'm not going to do this for my whole life. That's not what I want to do. But I'm the young man who lives in complete safety, who gets to go to work with his dad and his brother and bond over the work and build shit together. Like, it seems so like, think about like Wild Western times. The three boys move out and they build the ranch house. Like, essentially, that's how it fits in my head. Like, I get to like connect with my dad and my brother through work and we're building shit and working together. And I'm not that way inclined. My brother and my dad are very like hands-on, very thing orientated, like very worldly orientated. I'm very like thought orientated and like internally orientated. But I like value practicality and independence, and that shit gives you practicality and independence. I can fix shit. So I can like direct myself towards appreciating them more, and I really get value out of like, because I'm the lowest and the wrong when we work together. I'm the worst there, you know what I mean? And I'm okay with that because I don't put like my identity isn't attached to that. So like, you know, I'm the worst. I'm okay with it. I do all the shit jobs. I'm okay with it. Or not even. That's me like creating fallacies. The reason why I like it so much is because my fucking dad and my brother actually we're all really equal and we all like treat each other with respect and we're kind to each other. You know what I mean? It's why I'm so grateful to be in the position I'm in.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking, I don't know. I've been reflecting on like how I've seen a lot of positive aspects in them, and I feel like I should put that in words because it's not things that are said. I want to just say it to them in writing, so they know. Because I feel like they don't know how much I appreciate them. Yeah,
that'd be nice. For me, that'd be nice to see as a fucking sibling.
Yeah. What if Alistair or Alex or Ricky came to you and put in a letter like they're like, I don't know, like their fucking thoughts on how they appreciate you.
Fucking Alex is fucking off to Scotland for 2 weeks in April.
Fuck yeah, Alex.
By himself, just.
What? He's due.
He's already fucking like put his international driving license fucking as his new profile picture.
I saw that. I liked it.
Fucking yeah. I was just like, so you going with anyone? Like, what are you doing? And he was like, no, I'm not going with anyone. But it's gonna be mostly hiking.
Fucking yeah.
Bag a couple of Munros because that's what it's called in Scotland because there's a bunch of fucking mountains. Yeah. It's called bagging a Munro. So he's like, yeah, just gonna be mostly hiking. Gonna go up through all these points, and I'm like,
he strikes me as a Scotland man.
Well, it's in the fucking blood, lad. Yeah,
bro. Like I picture Alex in Scotland. I'm just like, yes, man. I'm happy for him. That's awesome. How was your dad?
Fuck.
Sorry.
No, what?
I was gonna say, how'd your dad react to that one though? Was it positive?
To Alex going?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Dad recognizes that he needs it.
Yeah.
Given all the fucking recent shit.
Yeah.
But what were you saying?
I was just gonna mention that maybe that's probably how we'd feel about you as well if you ever decided to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's often like shit that just builds up in our heads. Like our dads are nice guys that want the best for their kids. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. I'm almost like next in line to fucking go overseas by myself.
Literally.
Ricky did it for fucking a year and a bit. Alex is going for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Well, what did you see in Ricky from before she left into after she left? Did she change much?
Yeah.
In what way?
before she was literally fucking a lot of arguing. Like, Ricky was literally the fucking like fucking white bitch.
Mm.
I want to get out of here. Fucking explore the world.
Yeah, yeah.
But she actually was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to London. I've got fuck all money. Like, I've saved enough to go over there and then start working over there.
Yeah.
Like, she had a plan down.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she was just like, fuck it, I'm doing it. I
Respect.
don't give a fuck. Which is where she's not a white bitch. Because she's actually a fucking, like, leader.
Trailblazer.
Like my fucking dad. Like, she fucking puts in the work. But in the same sense, she's like me and very. She can get very she can become very what's the word? She can procrastinate a lot as well on decision making, but she can follow through with it like pretty well.
Yeah.
Which is one thing I struggle with. But yeah. So when she got back, she seemed a lot happier with life.
That's nice, bro.
Yeah. But at the same time, I guess after she settled back down here, because she had to like sort of shit out again back at home,
Yeah.
like she seemed a lot happier,
Like more content.
like a lot more in touch with herself as well. Yeah.
That's interesting. It's weird. Like, what were the phases and what were the realizations? What were the experiences that led to when you circle back, you're in a better place? It's crazy. Well, that's a positive story for going out to find yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure if like you're going out to find yourself, you're almost bound to have a lot of like, not a lot of, but the trip will be positive.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're forcing that almost. You're putting that energy out into the world that it'll fucking come back to you.
Well, you're literally going out into completely unknown territory by yourself. That's like the adventure. That seems so attractive to me. That seems so sick.
That's so fucking weird. You're gonna be in a country, you're just gonna
Yeah.
fucking backpacking fucking suitcase or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. And everybody there is gonna look like you a bit, but they're gonna be like, hello. Like with the fucking accent. And some of them aren't even gonna fucking speak the language.
Yeah. Apparently most of them do, but it's a lot of German as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's one of the main languages. There's a
Deutschland.
bunch of main languages, I'm pretty sure. It's a pretty like very multinational country.
Yeah.
But
That's dope.
yeah, bro. I try and put my fucking mind in that. Okay, I've just gotten off the plane. I'm stepping out of the airport doors. Like, I haven't planned the fucking thing like yet because I technically can't go yet, but I will be able to go. I will fucking go. This is one thing I know for sure, that nothing is gonna fucking stop me.
Do you
I'm
reckon
going.
when you get there and
Okay.
you're like waiting for your bags and stuff, you're gonna be like,
Made a mistake.
yeah.
Yes, I reckon I will.
Where's mum?
I'll freak
Or
out.
where's like my mates? Like I should be here with someone. And then that David Goggins is gonna come out and be like, bro,
I don't
you're
fucking need
here."
anyone.
Yeah.
I almost there's a lot of fantasies and a lot of like, I don't know what I'll do. There's like a side of me that goes, all right, I'm going to go into the town, I'm going to make a bunch of fucking friends, I'm going to go to house parties, I'm going to fucking become part of the community. There's another side of me that goes, all right, you're going to find a psychologist practice, you're going to become a protege of it and be mentored and fucking do that shit. Another side of me goes, you're going to wander Switzerland on foot and sleep
This
in
is
the
the time
wilderness. You know?
in your life where that guy, you go to knock on the door, he opens it first. I've been waiting.
Yes!
This is the time where it happens. You're in Switzerland, cunt.
I think I'd ejaculate on the spot.
Bro, would you, or would you be like,
I'd probably like...
oh,
I'd probably like think about it. I'd probably
I would like fucking. I wouldn't know.
I'd be
I'd be
spooked.
frozen. I'd
Yeah.
be frozen. I would fucking
what do you
freeze
mean?
up. What do you?
I'd want a clarification to make sure that if I've been waiting for you means as deeply
That
I've
is
been
the
waiting for
hardest. What do you mean by that?
you. Yeah.
Like, I've been waiting. Random fucking Swedish dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I get like little inklings that like this world is so much more complicated than I'm aware of at the moment.
What was that?
Like there's like another level to this. I don't know what it means.
Wait, there's another level to going overseas.
No, there's like another level to like this reality that I'm not currently aware of. Like
Where shit just is like beyond coincidence, or
yes, that, but also like yes, that definitely. Like I think destiny's a thing and all that, but also like I think of I'm like in a reality which is like an accumulation of all my experiences, which creates like my reality. Think about what Jeff Bezos' reality is.
yeah,
It's a completely different world. He knows shit that I don't know, and he has control so much wider. And who knows what he knows? It's so much beyond what I know. And also, like, I don't know, you go to, like, I don't know, man. Like, spiritually minded people. People who are so deeply in touch with, like, their religion. And they go, yes, I definitely talk with God. And they have, like, a relationship and they fucking, like, know shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know what reality they live. And I feel like this world is so much more mysterious than I've ever been led to believe.
it's like we're being drip fed what we want.
Yeah. I think there's like there's shit going on beyond what I'm currently
Matrix
seeing.
can't live fucking the batteries right now.
Yeah, man, that freaks me out. That's what I'm afraid of my life will be.
What? Just a
Red pill, blue pill. Like I contemplate that. You know, people contemplate death. That's like death for me in a way.
yeah. Yeah, I think about that a lot as well, especially when coincidences happen, or
Yeah.
like I'll be thinking of shit and it'll just pop up. I go, it's too good to be true. Like, even with small shit, I'm like,
Yeah.
something. And if it isn't like there's like a simulation or a matrix outside this,
Yeah.
what the fuck does that mean? Like, does putting that energy out in the air, especially when you say shit? Because I feel like when you say shit, a lot more shit happens.
It's a spell almost.
Yeah. It's... Words are so potent. Like...
I think I don't know. I've said it 10 times, but the courage to actually say it in words, to say those thoughts out loud, so much shit lives in here that we just believe and say. And like, I don't know. Like, I'm fully... Like, I literally feel like I am almost continuously mentally preparing myself to be faced with the red pill, the blue pill.
Hey.
And
Like,
I'm just
I almost have to... I would have to be shown. And even then, that could be faked. But what it's like to live through you or one of the other boys or some other person, and to, like, feel the way my mind thinks switch to theirs.
Yeah.
And how they think.
But we've done that. I've been you and you've been me, but it's been from my perspective.
Exactly.
Fuck. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what wigs me out, right?
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, you could be fucking real.
But you become me rather than we all become one. That's
Yeah.
the way of looking at it if you want to take it to that position.
Yeah, because it's like, that
I'm
would be
all of
the one thing that would probably make me go, okay, yeah, you're real. Because, like, we've had this conversation. Fucking, you say, alright, I'm going to bed. That's just you. You just shut off. You're behind the door. Wake up. I just hear rustling around in the...
Yeah, and I'm just like moving the bed sheets and shit.
Yeah, like, what sounds like I would be going to bed? Yeah, like...
I see that as too literal to be true. If it is true, it's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
But I almost see it's like, I don't know. I don't know any fucking thing. But if I'm gonna say some shit, I'll say some shit. Like I see it like this. Like, I don't doubt that you're real.
Yeah.
I think you're me at the same time that I'm you. I think that we're the same fucking thing. But I am the same thing. We're all fractions of the same thing, of God, of the fucking equation, right? And I don't doubt that your existence is real, but I think that your reality is completely completely. All right, let's break it down. It's very hard to explain, but you know, like a multiverse, right? You're a soul, and you have a mind that is directed towards one fucking existence, one future, one fucking destiny.
Yeah.
And you have the illusion of believing that that is the case. But I feel like if you can become aware of that illusion, you can play with it and then somehow pretend that your destiny is in your control. Oh, fuck, how do I explain it? Fuck, this always gets me true. This is going to take years. Fuck. I've tried to say this so many times. All right. Stay composed. So, it's almost like you are your own existence. You're your own consciousness, right?
Yep.
And you have an illusion of your destiny, right? And that is based upon shit that is out of your control. But I feel like if you realize that you are not in control of your destiny, you then sort of do have control of it. Oh, it's so not making. It's so not
I know
making.
I think I know what you're saying.
And it's like, I feel like I'm like touching the fucking boundaries of the Matrix when I talk about this shit, because
That's what makes you not be able to convey what you're trying to say. Just,
bro, it's
they're
like
like pinning you down.
I'm trying to
I know what you're saying. I know.
It's like if you can sit in between that you have you have destiny, or no, you have control, you don't have control. If you can sit in between there, you can sort of trick yourself into falling into a pre-planned destiny, which is already, you can tell yourself that this is my destiny. I'm convinced that this is my destiny, and therefore I'm believing it. Belief. You take a leap of faith that that is my destiny, wholeheartedly, fully, without a fucking doubt. Because in this infinite reality of all these multiverses, one of them has to come true, and I am deciding through my choice, which is an illusion. It's sitting in between that I am choosing this one, because it has to happen eventually, and I am putting my whole life existence to completing that existence in this one. And therefore it's my fate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And this is where it comes secondly. In the multiverse, I think the multiverse is meshed, right? Where you, as you are right now, you are the infinite realities of all possibilities at once, and we are currently aligned in this current point. So for me and you to have existed in this same reality together, we have somehow existed together, making the same decisions to have been still together.
Yeah.
And from this future, because we're stuck in the present, in the future, all of that, all your possible infinite realities, all your fucking futures that comes out of infinity, of this infinite, your infinite possibilities of Angus and my infinite possibilities of Harry. If we make possibilities that align with each other in a certain way, they'll stay in the same reality, and there'll be many different realities where we stay in the same reality. Though if you decide that you're going to do something, and it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like we are across all realities at once, and I may have a reality where fucking, I don't know, for me to complete this reality, other people pop out of my reality because their reality split.
Yeah.
For me to reach my full potential, therefore you have to reach your full potential, and therefore you can't exist in my full potential reality because your full potential reality is another one, and therefore you die or I die. It's a very like flux thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if I write a book in this point, people can read it across all those realities, but I may be dead when they're reading it. But I'm telling them in my book, I'm not dead. I'm still living my reality because this is the multiverse, and I am choosing that I will finish this book. So you got to believe that this one, and you commit yourself to one reality, and you let all the other ones die off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Well, that's why I feel like if people are told, they can then recognize it. And then it's just up to them. Because I'm in that point, and I have been for like a number of years now, of I Like, because everyone goes about their day if they haven't thought about this. Like, they're just one day at a time.
Yeah.
But if you think about fucking whether you're in control or not, that's when you start to think into the future,
Yeah.
and fantasy becomes like where you can be, okay, how far is fantasy like away from being reality?
Yeah.
And then that turns into you riding the wave of this side of the wave is fucking um, potential. Like this side I could actually do, or
Yeah.
this side isn't. And it's up to you what side you like go. You keep riding that wave and you stay on this side, or like eventually go to this side of the
And
wave,
become
or
that
you,
fantasy.
yeah, or
Yeah.
do you fucking? It's up to you.
Yes.
But it's like no side is bad.
It's just a choice of your
It's
life.
legit. You can just fall off and fucking go down over this side, that side.
Yep.
It's yeah.
And you legit, yeah, bro. And that's when, because this is, I feel like this is, I've heard this said before, but this is the point of like becoming an adult, becoming a man. It's when you have to confront infinite possibilities and have to go, you know what I mean? Like,
I
that's
know,
what it
when
is.
you're like, there's so many like roads that I can go down, and this is the one I'm choosing. It's like I feel like I'm getting ever closer to finding that,
Yeah.
well, figuring it out. And the big thing that, because I think about it so much, is doing MMA.
Mm.
And if that is like, because when I fucking joke about like walkout songs and whatnot, I'm doing that in my head.
And the fantasy's in there, and then you're like, oh, how far
I'm-
away am I from
Yeah,
this
I'm like,
reality?
okay, how far am I from it? Like,
Yeah.
I know I've actually got to start doing it, but if I'm shit, will I continue to think that and then
Yeah.
just get fucking better?
Mm. But that's what, and this is what it comes down to, that
Will I even have the
Sorry.
willpower? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was going to say it comes down to that thing that I was saying before. You have to allow all the other realities to die off.
Yeah.
You pretty much have to risk death, essentially. You have to push beyond the fear of death. Like, I'm willing to die or I get this reality,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Or you become homeless.
Or you become homeless
You
and
just
then you
fucking
go,
lose
oh,
everything.
all that reality shit that Harry was talking about is bullshit. It's fucking dumb. Or then you can be like, no, it's not. This is just part of the cycle of me becoming the MMA. I'm the homeless guy who became the MMA fighter. Imagine that.
I
at the
had
fucking
everything,
start.
then I went homeless. And then I fucking got everything.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you can just never give up. You only give up when you're dead.
And that's what all those fucking billionaires and millionaires are fucking riding off. The fucking...
That commitment.
Yeah. They just fucking...
That I've set my fucking course and I am committed to that reality.
And yeah, I was fucking struggling in so much debt, but I knew this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then that's where they fucking...
Yeah.
And it's the rest of us, the average Joes, that go, I could do that, but we're too busy tossing up fucking other shit that we just stay in our lane.
Yeah. So you feel like you're coming close to picking a trajectory?
Well, yeah. Well, I feel like it is it. Like, I've picked it.
Yeah.
It's just now I've got to put pen on paper. Like,
Yeah.
I've got to put in the work.
And again, it comes back to what's the difference between that?
Yeah. So,
Is that just maturity? Is that just time? Just growth?
it's everything, really.
Yeah.
But
Literally.
I've got to put, I've literally got to put everything into it. I could legit become... One of the things that's like, that I kind of go, at is, what happens if I do this, I become good, but I'm not good enough to be like a fighter as such. But because I've pursued it for so long, I just become a coach. And I'm coaching people.
Or if you're just become a coach and it's just becoming a coach, that's not your fucking thing.
Become depressed and sad. And nah, I can do,
Yeah.
But
I
I
think
could,
it's almost like you set like your sights on that fantasy, but you got to look at like, does it feel right? You know what I mean? Like when you're taking those initial steps, is it feeling right? Is it, I don't know. Like for my journey, I've gone to this psychologist that is in this particular area of psychology that I'm really interested in. And part of that type of psychology calls for a journey of such. And now I find myself longing for a journey. So that feels right to me. I'm following through with that path that's already existing, and I feel like I'm pretty committed to whatever. The career is second. It's a soul journey for me. It's like knowing myself.
Yeah.
It's called individuation, and it's like I think it's for me. I don't think it's for everyone, but I feel like it's for me. And it's fucked to say that. But I don't know what my job's going to be. I say psychologist, but that's because psychology is very tightly connected to individuation. Am I a psychologist? I don't know. I'm good at talking to people, which is why we do this podcast. I fucking like talking to people at parties and really figuring out who they are. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I can turn that into a psychologist. I'm very crass. I like to be ridiculous. I like to say stupid shit.
Yeah, whenever Mum or like Ricky or someone asks me, "Oh, what's Harry gonna do like for a job?" I'm like, psychologist. But when I say it, I'm like, he could be a psychologist. He's got that in him. Whether he fucking wants to do it or not, I don't fucking know.
That's what I find.
Yeah.
I want to be. You know what I want to be? A fucking warrior. Fucking philosopher. That's what it is. That's what I want to be. I don't know what that is.
Or just start writing books. Go on Joe Rogan.
But I want to be a hero. I want to fight shit at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I want purpose in that respect. I want to like be smart and be physical and use them both to their limits. But we need a war.
I guess that's what I'm like aiming for as well. But I'm going down the path of fucking
Fighter.
professional fighting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going down the path. That's the path I've chosen in my mind.
Yeah.
Haven't done it in reality.
Yeah. And you just need to make sure you commit to that.
That's why I reckon, like, I reckon. Fucking, that's all I say in my head. Fucking, when it comes to this shit, fucking done it again, can't. Yeah. What are we talking about?
We're talking about choosing fighting, your path.
Yeah.
Warrior fighter.
Fuck.
Philosopher fighter.
I was thinking
writing
about it for so
books.
long. Fucking.
You got it. I'll be quiet.
It'll come back to me.
It will.
But, yeah. I say it so much that. Yes, nervousness. I get so nervous every time we fucking talk about, like, jiu-jitsu when it gets brought up.
Yeah.
That I'm like, I start going haywire in my head.
Why though?
Because I'm so nervous because I'm like...
Not living up to what you expect yourself to be.
Not living up to what I expect myself to be, but I'm like, if I do this, this is like what I'm setting my life as.
Yes.
That's why I get so nervous. Like, and I talked to Chris about that the other day. And he was just like, oh, fuck, that's why you're nervous. Like, because this is sort of like a ride or die thing for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
And because I talk it up so much, and then, like, the boys will be like, when you're walking out for your fight, and I'm like, ugh, shut up. But, like, yeah, that's what I want to do. It's like, I can't see into the future as well, so that's why it's like, it's even more nerve-wracking.
Well, I just wonder, I don't know, because I say my path is this particular thing, but I don't know what it's going to end up being. Could you ever see it as that type of thing where you begin your journey as an MMA fighter and there's something else that you're not currently aware of you want to be yet? Or are you like, no, that's what I want to be? Because I've never been, that's what I want to be. Like, okay.
I'm open to the idea.
What's it called? What would you be? Flyweight champion of the world? Does that, can you hang your boots on the wall and be like, good life well spent. Fuck yeah. UFC.
It's so hard to say. I wouldn't just be strictly UFC.
Is that greed?
Because
is that the thing that keeps us down? Not being able to pick one?
Yeah. I reckon. Fucking old mate fucking Elon Musk is colonizing planets and building cars and
True.
tunneling under the fucking planet.
True. There is that guy. There's a Joe Rogan as well.
But you almost have to be. You almost have to do that.
Yeah.
as well.
But you have to work hard. That's the thing. Like, we have to work hard, cunt. Like, I see it in you. I know that you will fucking... You do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And I believe in you wholeheartedly. But that's
I
that puts pressure on
appreciate
you.
that,
puts
but it
pressure on
puts
you.
so much pressure on me because I'm
Yeah.
like, am I all talk?
No, you're not. But you gotta... That's the problem. You don't believe in yourself yet.
Because I haven't done it yet. Because I'm like, I'm in this fluctuation, bro.
Yeah.
A sinusoidal wave of just fucking, I'm going to be the fucking greatest to ever do it, to, I'm a fucking loser because I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's just fucking...
So you get like a depression off riding that high
Yeah.
in your head.
Yeah. Because I'll ride that fucking high.
Okay.
I'll ride out that fantasy to the point where I'm about to fall asleep and keep dreaming about it.
Yeah.
And then it'll pull me back down when I finally ask the question again, when are you going to start?
Yeah. Well, that's you're just inflating and deflating based on that. Yeah, so all it comes down to is you gotta
Just fucking,
start.
I just got to fucking... That's why it's... You have been like such a like handy person in my life. Weird to say that. Because like... You, but also just having similar interests, and you just going, I want to do this thing because I reckon it'll just be good for my, like, it'll just be sick,
Yeah.
and you're interested in it.
Well, I hate to put... Sorry, finish your fucking thing.
No, go.
I hate to put more pressure on you,
Yeah.
but I was at XXX Fight Academy, right? Training there. And you said and I was like, bro, come do it. You said, I can't do it for risks or whatever. And then for whatever reason, you said, I'll do BJJ at Thingos. No, first it was boxing. You came to boxing and then you stopped doing boxing. You said, I want to do jiu-jitsu. I said, all right, you do jiu-jitsu. So then I left boxing. I said, I'll go to an MMA gym so me and Gus can train MMA because I want Gus to do it because Gus fucking has this passion, right? So then I go like that, and then I was like, Gus, come to MMA, come to XXX. She said, no, I don't want to come to XXX. I'll go to jiu-jitsu. You didn't go to jiu-jitsu, and then I said, I dragged you to fucking wrestling. You went to wrestling a couple times, and then you didn't keep coming, and you said, oh fuck, I don't really like that place. I'm gonna go to Gracie's. So I literally was really happy at my gym, and I moved to Gracie's because I wanted to train with you. Because I wanted you to fulfill...
So you're not even like at the place you like?
I like it a lot. It's just as good, if not better. But I moved because I want you to fucking live up to who I think you can be, cunt. I love you so much. I want the best out of you, and that's pressure. But I do it for you,
I appreciate that like a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, cunt. Now I feel like a cunt.
You're not a cunt. Don't feel like a cunt.
Because
Love
I've just been
yourself,
saying
bro.
this shit, and you're like, yeah.
No, it's not like, yeah.
Oh.
It's more like, I fucking love you so much. I didn't give a fuck, bro. Like, I want everything for you, man.
Cunt.
We're all brothers, bro. Like, of course I'm doing that shit. I'm benefiting too. All I'm doing is just helping you benefit as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just small little steps. But like, I don't know. That's why I have this thing where I want you to do well, because I've sort of invested myself and it puts me in a weird position. But I do believe in you.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck. I don't even know what to say, but fucking... Yeah, I appreciate you for that. Like, yeah. Thank you.
It's fucked. I don't like to say it.
No,
But
I'm
that's what
glad
I mean.
you
I've been
said it,
moving
bro.
the shadows for you, bro. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're like... you're someone I look up to, because I'm like... You actually do the things that I want to do, but because I'm such a like little bitch inside, I have that little bitch that eats away at me.
Yeah.
I fucking...
Here's what I feel. Me going to Switzerland is going to be the best thing for you.
It will be, because I'm going to like just have to fucking do the shit that
Yeah.
I want to do without being
Yeah.
motivated by an external force, which you are really good at fucking doing.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not what you need.
What do you feel like I need?
I feel like you need like, because me running around in the shadows and sort of doing that stuff. It puts a pressure on you in a weird way, and I think it has I don't fully understand it, but I think it has an effect under the surface. And I feel like if I release myself completely from you, you'll fucking flourish for it. But I've set it into reality. And therefore it creates the pressure again. I don't want to fucking do that to you. But I feel like the time when I go to Switzerland will be a good time for you as well.
I know it'll be a good time for you.
And it'll be a good time for you, cunt.
Yeah, I hope so.
It would.
Obviously, I'm just saying I hope so because I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. That's I don't know. Like, I'm committed to the boys. You know what I mean? I fucking.
yeah.
You know. I said Matt got cut because I said I wouldn't take a bullet for him because I think about shit too much, but I'll do just about anything for the fucking boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll do just about anything. But say, will you die for me? I got to think about my own life and I got to fucking weigh that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
take that shit really seriously and I seem like a wanker because of it, but, you know,
What is a smart fucking thing to do? Analyze actually taking a bullet for someone.
it's hard, cunt. Oh my God, it's hard.
Yeah.
Like, parents, if I have a child, probably definitely.
Yeah.
Bro, like, I value my life a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I value someone else's life more than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds selfish, but it's like you gotta love. What does everybody say? You gotta love yourself first,
Yeah.
which is true.
I think there's only like one person. Probably my sister's the only person I think I'd probably be able to do that for.
Shit.
But I knew that if I took a bullet for you, I knew your life will be amazing. Because I know that you will not be able to live your life shit after I took a bullet for you.
Bro, that'd be the fucking worst thing, eh?
It kind of be the best thing at the same time. I
It'd be
see
the
it like
best and
that.
worst thing, yeah.
Yeah. Because you'd become like Jeff Bezos.
Oh, bro, billionaire. But then I'm wiping my tears away with my fucking
Literally.
billionaire fucking status.
Yeah. Jeff, how did you get so... No, Angus, how did you get so rich? When I was 20, my mate took a bullet for me. And I feel in his debt every fucking day for it. Like, you can never fucking come to a good position
Yeah.
if someone takes their life because of, like
Like for
sacrifices
you, yeah.
themselves for you. That's an entire life put on you. You're living 2 lives for one. You got to do more shit.
Yeah.
That's weird how it plays on our... What's that psychologically? Like, what is that? Why do we feel responsible? Why does it change your course and shit? I don't know. It's like cosmic. That's the only way.
Don't you feel like I had a family as well? And then you like sacrifice. I'd like. That would be such a heavy burden.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
how's Claire?
Uh,
Yeah, you like...
like,
It's been hard since Harry's been gone, but...
and then I'm just there like, it's one of those situations. It should have been me. Fuck. And then
You
you're
break-
depressed,
you break down.
suicidal, fucking. But if you die, he died for no reason.
Yes.
So then you're just in this fucking. Oh.
You break down in front of my wife, then you feel weak and you hate yourself.
Hmm.
I'm weak. I should have died. Yeah, bro. Oh my God. That would play... I feel like that's just the script for anyone like that. That's that's like the soldier's life. My brothers died for me.
Yeah. Legit.
They say that soldiers can never make a bond tighter than the brothers they make overseas fighting cunts. Because there's nothing comes close to like that commitment to each other.
Well, you're like literally facing death together, bullets flying past your head.
Yeah, and like cunts literally sacrifice, potentially risk, like lose their lives to save their mate. Could you imagine? Like the bond that create, like, you know, like we are literally ride or die. Like, that's the same as gang shit as well. That's why gangs are probably so tight, because they have that fucking violence that brings them together in a fucked way.
Yeah.
It's beautifully disgusting. It's like good and evil creating strong humans.
That is like the
Bond.
strongest yin yang.
And what's the bond between people? Like, yeah, I think about that. Like, you know, you always seen, what's the most underrated scene in a movie is when 2 mates are running away from something or something's happening and one of the mates gets trapped or gets stuck or gets left behind and the other mate goes, fuck, turns around and comes back to get his mate. It sort of is fucked because that mate who's getting picked up is like, oh, I'm forever in debt. I'm never sure if I'm a good enough friend from that point on, you know what I mean? Until it happens again and then you're equalized. But it's like, that's the most underrated scene because what that means, it's like that guy can escape or not, and he values like the friendship beyond his life in a way. And that's how you know, like, you're literally ride or die.
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker risked his entire life for me, and therefore you're never gonna have a problem, really. Like, a real problem, you're never gonna have a real problem.
Yeah. Fuck going to war. Fuck going to war.
Yeah.
Yeah. One video keeps saying that, like, will just pop up in my YouTube feed is like a video of this soldier who's, I think, had his arm blown off, and they're like all kind of sitting down, like in this, I don't know, bushy kind of area, and there's a bunch of them, and they're all just talking amongst themselves and whatnot. And the guy's like also blindfolded, like bandaged around his eyes. And some guy says, you're not going to be able to like use your left hand or something like that again, or like you won't be able to do this. And then he goes, what? And his mate who's sitting next to him, he's like, oh, no, they're just joshing, like, yada yada. And you can like hear them chuckling and whatnot, even though the cunt's just lost his arm. And he's like trying to tell him that he's just like got numbness or something. And then he goes, give it to me straight. And his friend goes, you want me to tell you straight? So, you got no arm, buddy. And then like starts sobbing and like gives him a hug. And then they go, and then it's just pat on the shoulder, but we're men kind of shit. Like, and then they're like, yeah. And then that's the video.
Is that real?
It fucking looks real, but I'm like, is it fake? But it looks real.
If that's like legit how it happened, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Women.
But yeah.
We're gonna live our life, bro.
Unless fucking Putin invades fucking the Ukraine and US goes, and then we are tied to you.
I've heard propaganda. I've heard that's propaganda. I've heard that it's real. I don't know what's real. I haven't even looked into it.
Yeah, I've just been listening to people.
Yeah.
Who fucking also use bots to fucking talk for them. That's what videos I kind of watch on this fucking political shit, saying that it'd be dumb to fucking make that move like as Putin.
Yeah. Apparently Putin, I don't know. I've heard, I you know what? I know nothing about the Ukraine-Russia situation. I actually have no fucking, I don't even know what it's about. All right? I'm going to shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah. Turf wars.
But bro, war, we definitely could be the war generation.
We could. I think we're overdue.
That's depressing. Like,
it's a sad thing to say, but actually really considering it right now, because war has been going on for so long, we might be overdue.
And then what
and
happens?
I don't want to say that.
What happens is I can't become a psychologist, etc. You can't become a UFC fighter. We become privates. We become lieutenants.
And then fucking everybody emerges that's alive with fucking depression, PTSD.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody's got the same story.
Yeah.
Fucking lost my mate in the fucking war.
Mm-hmm. And then
That'd be so shit.
And then our grandkids are playing on Instagram complaining about like internet connection, and then we snap and go, I fucking lost my best mate in the trenches in China.
I really wonder what would happen to political correctness and even like even like the LGBT community and like
I wonder.
That's what I'm
would
saying.
That shit
like
even be a thing if shit got too real? They probably wouldn't talk about it. If you're like into sex, you'd just be like I'm into sex. Like there wouldn't be a conversation.
I feel, bro, like
you're like what? Yeah.
I feel like it could still happen, but like it definitely would still happen. But I feel like for whatever reason, it'd almost be like those kind of communities would just be slashed in a way.
What do you mean?
Like, almost have to conform to like the new lifestyle. And then, like, the next generation's kind of like, well, what's happened?
To run it back.
Yeah, run it back.
Yeah. Well, you think, like, it's not even the fact that, like, the LGBT community disbands. It's more like, we're going to war. Like, I don't have time to prate about, oh, maybe. No, probably. Because remember how they had the ships go off and they had all the girls with the soldiers and they'd kiss all the girls? It'd be pretty cool to have like a bunch of... No, the dudes are going, bro. It's going to be a fuck fest. It's going to be insane. The LGBT's going to run that shit, bro. But what are the... Okay, World War III happens. Yeah, LGBT, it would just become like not a topic that people would talk about anyway as much because the war's happening. It'd just be way too big of a topic. I wonder if they'd have their own magazine. That'd be interesting. Anyway.
Yeah. What happened to the gay chatter?
Yeah. But are girls going to World War III? Or are they staying home still? Does that shit come
Nah,
back?
they're going to World War Three.
Then who stays home to
'Cause
build the ammunition and shit?
Who stays home to build the ammunition
And the
shit?
weapons and all that?
Fucking, I guess the people who are already doing it. They're just gonna fucking recruit some more.
So is it dudes get to stay?
But
And then other chicks go? Are they really going to let the dudes stay when the dudes are stronger? I feel like girls are just going to stay. I think
feel
that's
like-
how it works.
But also, in today's climate as well, with fucking equal rights and fucking everything like that, they'll also be sent.
Yeah, I feel like you can go if you want. But do you think they'll chuck their tutus back on? Like, I don't know, man. Like,
You know what would happen with the fucking women?
what?
What are they called? The fucking manuscripts or whatever? Is that what they read out?
What?
Like, alright, if you fall on the birthday to fucking the 28th of April,
Yeah, they
you're
probably-
going to fucking war.
Yeah. There'd be a bunch more girls.
But that'd just be for women. Oh man,
yeah.
you're fucking going.
There'd be a bunch of women that will go for sure.
Put me in the sniper division, bro.
Yeah. Would you go to war or stay home? Because I'm wondering if there actually
I feel
is
like a
difference.
massive bitch if I fucking didn't.
Yeah.
May as well fucking send it with the boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if
Fuck it.
if we're
You gotta-
getting fucking like overrun, like if that's the tide of the war, then
Yeah.
may as well fucking send. But
And shit becomes so much more real. So what are we defending? Democracy. What are we defending? Freedom. Like, but freedom against who? Like, if China takes over, really, are we really gonna not be free? I don't know. Probably not. Probably won't be. It'll probably be like, I don't know. What happens if China takes over the whole world? Can they even take over the whole world? Is that even possible? I feel like they'd just be. Could
I
they
feel
lock
like no.
down the whole regime? I don't know.
I feel like no.
Yeah, it's
And their
weird.
control of the world would just be fucking.
Mm.
Ooh, they actually could.
But-
I feel like if they'd just be like, all right, if you don't want to fucking conform or comply, fucking nuke you. We'll move there in a couple fucking years,
Mm. Mm.
and then the whole world is just Asians, or Chinese.
You think so? You think you go that far?
I don't think it would, because people would love to have power over whoever. Oh,
Yeah, who knows, bro? This is too much speculation.
Wait.
I don't know what they're.
can you just wank him? Like, don't fucking jerk him off, but.
Yeah, I think. The whole if girls will go back towards what it was traditionally. I wonder if that's. I'm really curious. I'd be super. But if war's happening, I don't really give a fuck. Then you know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, there's too much going. Like, I'm in a uniform on a ship.
This
on
is
a
where
plane.
this is
like,
where we get cancelled for talking about something hypothetical.
Yeah.
What happens to gays and women during the war? Yeah, here you hold it up
Man's
or
gone.
down.
Boom. Oh, for fuck, now lock it. Yeah. Well, Joe Rogan getting cancelled. I think we're not really on the top of the list at the moment. Just watch, bro. I'll become a psychologist. I'll get my fucking PhD, and I'll get fucking exposed. Look what he said. What was the worst thing I said? I've said some bad shit. So it's not even bad. It's actually not bad in context. It's probably misinformed, but yeah. Fucking what's his name? Cox over here.
Cox.
He's gonna get cancelled too. He's scared of that. Proper scared. Like, he actually thinks forward about that shit. We're too monkey brained to
Couldn't
do
give a
that.
Fuck, honestly. And I'm glad.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom to be a retard. No, I can't say that. Freedom to be intellectually challenged. Fuck.
That makes it sound even worse.
Yeah, it probably does.
After if you say retard and then try and
Save it.
say with proper grammar, I swear even political correct terms, just shit on fucking other words more. Intellectually challenged.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit on
That
them
was
even
dumb
more.
as fuck. I completely didn't understand why it was wrong to say retard just then. I'm like, oh wait, intellectually challenged. I just can't say the word retard. Not what I'm actually, not actually what the word means, just the word itself. Man, Harry, you are intellectually sound.
What
but
flavour you got?
a bit silly.
Strawberry kiwi. Fucking as a pump.
It's not the one I asked Chris to get me, but
Fucking no.
strawberry kiwi. Have a pre-workout that flavor. It's not good. It's not good. Can I have a sniff? Thank you. That was a good throw.
Thank you. That was good catch.
Oh, that's gross,
Wait.
bro.
You gotta be the connoisseur. I will decide. I'm the deciding factor.
You definitely should be. If you're actually gonna, are you gonna sniff it or just whiff? Are you gonna?
I'm gonna have a whiff. Like a whiff.
I mean, a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is she? Is it a 1 puff good, 2 puff bad?
Terrible.
Terrible.
No, bearable.
Oh, bearable.
Bearable.
What's the worst flavor? Nicotine? Like
I
tobacco?
haven't. Oh, tobacco for me. It literally. It's arse.
But it's a cigarette.
No, it doesn't taste anything like a fucking cigarette. Oh, speaking of cigarettes, I was actually going to bring this up. Had 2 today. One was I legit because I haven't touched a cigarette for like since I quit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to see like what they're like now. And so my mate was having a smoke, and I said, "Chuck us one." Cunt. As soon as I took a drag, I was like, "Holy fuck, these are so good."
Wow.
I was like, yeah. Nostalgia, legit.
I have 2.
No, I had like another one at the end of the fucking day.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's the last one. I'm not touching another one for another couple months or fucking for whenever.
Yeah.
Because like immediately, like throughout the day and like after I had the second one, I was like, I feel the addiction creeping back in.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah, because it's like, it's so good, but it's so shit. Because addiction. It's like, I can't write myself back into that shit.
Yeah.
So-
So it was a bit of an effort to climb out of it, eh?
Oh, yeah, it was an effort to climb out of. And then, like, but I'm not going to fucking destroy it and go back into it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think the birthday shit, cigar, and shisha, I think that's a good...
yeah.
But it's the cigarette, though, that gets your dick hard, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's that fucking...
It's just something 10 minutes, done.
Yeah. It's also that break. It's the separation. It's like, this is cigarette time. This is where I can just relax.
Yeah. But, other than that, like, it's fucking, I've been going sweet.
That's fucking nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's even more, in a fucked up way, it's probably more powerful now that you've had to... Well, that's good. And then stepped away again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, like, the day that they make something like this that's not bad for you, I'm jumping on that shit.
Yeah.
People can be like, oh, weed, man. Nah. But what would hit? But then you'd get addicted to that.
I'm so jealous of the boys that actually can smoke weed all the time. I wish I could smoke weed all the time. It fucks me up too much. I feel like that's what wigs me out. That those guys can't understand how it affects us, and yet we understand how it affects us so well.
I don't understand how it affects you, cunt.
Yeah,
What do
he's-
you mean?
he's
What do you
another
mean?
level.
Oh, how was your trip? Oh, I fucking went somewhere, bro. Like, I
Have you never
actually
been
tell
that high?
No, I've never been that
Has
high.
shit went 2D on you?
Shit went 2D.
Have shit ever went 2D on you, bro?
2D.
You've never been high enough, bro. Oh my god.
I've been pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna die like one time.
Okay, I think that's high.
And no, yeah, like when I fucking remember, like it was the first time when I started like fucking passing out when I get high.
Yeah.
And I was downstairs, and you went and fucking met up with the boys, and I stayed back because I was like,
Shit. Oh yeah.
and fucking yeah. When I started doing that, every time I got high, I would fucking be sitting there, and I could feel myself starting to just flip head over heels.
Oh yeah.
Like physically.
I've
And then
never
if I
had that.
closed my eyes, I would just start, and then it'd force me to curl up and then pass out and go to sleep.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's a horrible feeling. That's like disorientating as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining it, and it doesn't sound pleasant.
Yeah, like imagine sitting there and then your body feeling like you're going. That's what it felt like, because I just felt like I would. And when you like resist it, it's the hardest thing to fucking resist because you're like pulling yourself out of. It was me just being tired because I was working.
Yeah.
Because that's when I started working, and then fucking I just fucking. try
I'd
and
be
pull
like,
myself out of it.
my one would be like, sorry, I spoke over you. See that?
I was done.
Yeah, but still, I should have waited at least a couple.
I
more
just
seconds.
tack on the end of my shit, so it's good that like I get cut off sometimes. Yeah.
Well, maybe it works just the way it's meant to work. We should just allow it. Yeah, no, but she went 2D. She went 2D for you?
I was having a chat to Finn and it started kicking in. And then when we were down the coast, and you know how you got like the metal fence on the deck?
Yeah.
That started looking like TV static. And that's when it kicked in for me and I was like,
You
"Oh, shit."
fucking wig. You literally wig.
Yeah.
Like.
Remember I was saying stuff out loud and I thought I was saying it in my head and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were immediately like, oh, did I say that out loud?
I think it has something to do with like creativity or something like that, or like. No, it doesn't, because Finn's really creative. He can freestyle like that, and he's a stoner, so it isn't.
Saying that, we didn't know Finn when he first started smoking, did we?
True, but I've smoked since I was 16, and I still
Yeah, but you
wig
don't
out.
do
No, I knew Finn before he was smoking.
I can't do it regularly, bro. It's physically impossible.
That's what I mean. Like
He can.
that's what I'm saying. Like
What do
he
you
now
mean?
does it regularly, so it probably affects him less than when we do it because we do it like.
Or he turns
once
it like
every year.
potency.
Yeah.
But he will get romped out of his mind still,
That's true.
and he like he goes. He knows exactly how much they all do. They know exactly how much they need to smoke in order to like get to certain thresholds of being high. Like they have that shit mapped. I don't have that shit mapped. I'm just out of my fucking mind,
Yeah,
bro.
even we were saying towards the end of the trip, like we thought our tolerance had
Oh,
gone up.
mine. I actually by
Yeah.
the like last
Yeah.
2 days, I was having a decent sized cone,
Yeah.
and then I'd have to have a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
Like yeah, but by the last few days, the last day that I smoked, I was having 2 cones and not much was happening.
You think that's what it is?
I'd say so.
Tolerance? Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Because when I haven't done it for ages, and when I smoke, where I want to be is like literally an eighth of a cone. It's literally a sprinkle of dust, bro. And I'm like, oh, I'm high, and I'm where I'm comfortable, and this is how I can enjoy it and actually have a good time. If I have a whole cone at the start, I think I go where you go, but I don't know. You're on a different fucking.
I never know how long it lasts. Every time I do that, like get to that point, I end up passing out, like within the hour or 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't know actually like how long it actually lasts for. In saying that though, the night that we went down and had the fire, I didn't think I was wigging out, and then I went for a walk and I started wigging out. So it was like postponed.
Yeah, yeah.
It got delayed big time, and then I went for a walk and I just started seeing people walking around and they weren't there.
Oh, you wig out. You wig out. I don't wig out like that.
No, because I kept
You're a
seeing
diff-
it.
Can't that happen?
You know when you like think you've seen something, you turn around to look at it, and it's like you realize there was nothing there.
Yes.
And it just goes away. I would try to do that. Like I'd see someone walking around.
Yeah.
He was like wearing like a white hood.
Okay.
Not like a hood, but like a cloak.
Okay.
Walking around, and I looked over and I was like, no, there's nothing there. I looked back and it's still there, and it's just like walking like diagonally from me, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Wait,
I wish I
someone
was
in a
you, bro. I
white-
wish I had a fucking white cloaked
No
man
way,
walking
man.
with me. That sounds
Fucking
ridiculous.
terrifying.
Oh my god, that sounds
I was on the
insane.
beach, I couldn't see the guy's face. I'm on
It
the
was
beach at
pretty fucking pitch
2
black.
in the morning. Pitch black, I don't know where the fuck I am, and then some cunt's coming out of the trees with a white cloak on. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Cunt,
I was so freaking out.
I never find that place.
It's an angel, bro. It's your angel.
I didn't think it was an angel. That shit looks.
Bro, if
Not
it was
good
fucking
vibe, not
a
a good
black...
vibe.
It looked like Batman if he had a white suit. It was fucking terrifying.
So, but as you said, a cloak.
Yeah, it was like you know Moon Knight, that the character I showed you.
Let me look him up.
He's got like this mummy looking suit with a white hood. I dead set thought it was that. Terrified me.
Only time I fucking had something like that was when I was tripping on...
Moon Knight. I get you.
I think it
Yeah,
was...
that. not fucking what I want to see at 2 a.m. in the morning on a beach on
Bro,
Yeah,
I've always
what?
wanted to hallucinate like that, but I've never been able to. I'm either like, I'm having fun, my thoughts are wigging me out, and then I like legit become the universe, and I'm like, like, man.
I want that.
No, you don't.
I'd much rather want that. Big time.
Have you? You don't, bro. Okay, you becoming the universe. You know how you like.
Fuck your ass.
Yeah.
And you think about shit. a lot?
Imagine,
Oh,
like-
we're gonna have to bleep his name.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Yeah.
imagine,
No.
imagine.
Fuck your ass.
Right, I'll have to beep it again.
And fuck your ass. And fuck your ass.
Imagine that cunt who you think you are. It doesn't exist. You're not a thing anymore.
That's how I get after I've been cooked for a few days.
Yes, but you're
That's
not.
that haziness that I get. I don't feel real.
But it's not haziness, bro. It's literally your body dissolves, the whole world around you is gone,
Wait.
and you literally go. You become. You're just a fucking. You're just the whole
So
universe.
you've had ego death.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've had ego death. I
Is
haven't
that
had
ego death? I don't know what ego death is.
Well, ego death, I've heard is that like everything is just stripped away from you.
It's happened to me a bunch of times. But I'm not sure if that's ego death. I'm not sure. I've literally, you know the equation? I've literally become that fully, completely gone. And I'm just
Fuck.
like, and then I come back, I'm like, oh my god. I legit dissolved out of the reality. That's not good for your brain, I don't think. You see, like, I'm not... It can't be good. I don't know. Maybe it's spiritual. I don't fucking know. I don't know what my brain's meant to be doing.
Yeah, I've only had fucking. The only time I had something like you walking on the your experience with what was his name?
Moonlight.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
The moon was actually out that
Yeah.
night.
It was
That's
nice.
probably what got me realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus the trailer had come out that day for the show, so it was
Oh,
probably
bro,
just
if-
That's
online.
sick though.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I feel like that just makes it less cool, really.
Bro, if you were like tripping on
Yeah.
acid or something, you'd be like 10 times. Like, you'd be thinking about that shit 10 times more. If you're like,
Yeah, bro.
you'd be like, oh my god, what is the significance of that?
That makes-
Like, the coincidences. Oh my god, and then you start thinking about that shit way too much. But yeah, the only time I had something close to that was when, well, no, something exactly like that was when I can't remember if it was acid or shrooms, but I was up the back when we were all laying on the grass and we were
Yeah.
just listening to our own beats or having chats.
Yeah.
And fucking, I was listening to that bloody fucking Mongolian throat singing. And I just had it with the neurophones on as well. So it's just in my fucking ears. And the trees were so tall. And every time I just looked straight, I felt like they were just growing and turning into people and walking towards me. And I'd have to like look at both sides and I go, oh no, it's just the trees. It's just the trees. Like I was doing it every 10 seconds because I was like, these things are fucking moving.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never gotten to that.
But a white
I
cloak.
wonder. I always see shit always changes. No, shit always speaks to me through reality, but it never changes reality. Like I watch a movie and there's like the movie playing and then there's like thoughts being beamed into my brain about the movie laying out.
Turbo, bro. Turbo. You came from the depths. You're just there like the entire movie.
I was
This
fucking
cunt is just
bad, bro.
fucking on the couch. So let's just say this is the couch arrangement. There was one facing the camera and then two on either side of the camera. And Harry's on this one here. And through the entire movie, I started losing track of where we were in Turbo because this cunt's going, yes. What does that mean? No. And then just going, curling up into a ball. And then going, just flailing around.
Because it's explaining my fucking life to me, bro.
Exactly.
It was fucked. It was like, this is you. You're Turbo. Yeah, this is your life.
And some
I'm
of the
like,
parts I
what?
was like, yeah, picking up on like, oh, that'd be fucked. But you're the entire...
No, but then there was the point where I was literally, why am I here? Oh, I'm like, why have I done this? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, rolling around like, I hate this. I don't like this. Just like,
That's, yes, you actually, yes. You were doing that watching
Yes.
the movie. Fucking, I
Almost
don't
pissed my
like this.
pants?
Yes. You almost pissed your pants.
Remember?
Bro, that's actually a little clip I've got.
Bro.
I walked up
Did
to
you
the
get
fucking side of the fucking crack and I was like laughing because I didn't fully understand the situation.
That's fine. That's
Because I thought you were just kind of
it's a
being
different paradigm. Yeah.
wigging. And I fucking. You're like, oh, Harry. And then you just turn around and it's only a slit through the door. And then you notice me and go, it's like, no.
Yes. Yes.
And that's it.
Yes. You know what that was? All right. So at the start of the night, I went to the toilet before the shrooms kicked in, and then I pissed in your toilet, and I look up and it says, "Do not use the dunny, it's broken." And then I'm like, oh, I just disrespected Kath. No, I can't say.
The amount of times I've done that in that bathroom, every single time I'd walk into that bathroom, do whatever I needed to do, and then turn around and see and be like, fuck's sake, can't.
Yeah. Well, I did that, and I pissed in their bathroom, and I looked up and I said, "Fuck! I've just disrespected Angus's parents' house. It's a sign, and I'm just being an immature retard, an immature, intellectually disabled person, and yeah, I guess, fuck, whatever, right? And so I was like annoyed at myself, and then the shrooms kick in, and then I fucking need to piss. And I don't know what to do, so I fucking walk into the bathroom to piss, and then realize I'm walking down the same path that I made the mistake before, and I went, oh my god, how have I found myself here? No, I'm not gonna piss in the fucking broken bathroom. Where's another bathroom? Alright, I go find another bathroom. And that was metaphorically telling me that I keep ending up in the same negative cycle of life, right? So then I'm on the lounge and I go, fuck it, I can't find the toilet. I still need a piss, but I'm just going to sit down on the lounge and watch Turbo. At the end of Turbo, I need a piss. I'm about to piss my pants, right? I fucking am like seeing tunnel vision. I get up and I look around. I don't know where to go. I'm blind. I see the hallway up that way and there's a toilet at the other end of the hallway and I don't go to it. I turn around and go, yes, that's the bathroom I need to go to. I start running down the fucking thing. I realize that it's the broken bathroom halfway there. I turn back, see the other bathroom at the other end of the hallway and go, I don't have enough time. I'm going to piss my pants. And then I'm stuck in this limbo stage of almost pissing my pants. Everyone's like, Harry, just go to the fucking toilet. I'm like, and then I run to the bathroom, take a piss, look up, the toilet is broken. Fuck! And I'm like, I'm fell in the same cycle again. And that's the metaphor behind why I was so wiggy.
Oh, God, that's
crazy.
so funny. When was that?
It was last year around March, I think.
Around March. Let's see
Perhaps.
if I can...
It was early on. Like, we haven't done one in ages. It feels like it's so recent, though.
21...
Oh, I think I'm due for one, but I don't think I'm due for one. I don't know what is. I don't know. A trip. Yeah. I don't know, though. I feel like I have really bad trips, but I don't realize how bad they are in the moment. I'm more like just busy experiencing it. I've never been to hell, though. That'd be
and
fun.
you're also broining in the fucking city, bro.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, bro.
Oh.
That's being deep in thought. That's bad. Like, I feel like when you go that far...
Oh, there was that trip. I remember that too.
Yeah. You can go so deep in thought. I feel like you can pop out the back sometimes. Like, that's not good.
Why pop out the back?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, it's feel like you can go so far into your mind that you fucking find the back door. And then you're just gone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm scared of that shit happening.
Yeah.
Imagine... Oh, that's Harry. Fucking fried off acid. Like, he's just a sunflower now. Yeah, no thank you. I'd much rather live my life. Wait, what? What's that from?
Minions.
Minions.
You know the fucking sword that they try and get out of the rock?
Nope.
Like that. It's not in Minions. Well, it is in Minions, but it's like in a fuck ton of movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like where they try and... Yeah, for whatever reason, the Minions were pulling out the sword and it just had my tattoo on it.
Alright, okay. That might mean something.
That's the thing.
Are you
What does that mean?
That's
I don't
your
look
mark.
into it.
You don't
I
want.
see it
Yeah.
and I go,
Okay.
what does that mean? Does that mean something? Am I something? Does this tattoo have more meaning than it really than I just give it, or
Yeah.
like yeah?
I feel like yeah.
And
It
especially when
may.
fucking like I logged on the Siege and it's just there. Like,
Why is this thing?
at all the tattoos I could have chosen.
Yeah, Excalibur thing's interesting. Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, Tom, if you
That's
did,
another one.
yeah.
Tom,
Do I have to do this? Like, do I actually?
Yes.
I sort of said your name in other ones as well, but in the last one, you like don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure you said. I'll do it because I respect you. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's not an issue. I'm just.
What were you gonna ask me?
What was I gonna ask you? Oh yeah, I think if you did it, you'd wig out. Like,
oh,
what?
fucking that.
What?
It just occurred underneath us. That was the best noise of the whole trip. Like, it is the best noise of every fucking Narooma trip. Chris just dying. It's like, oh,
Do you remember when you ran off?
oh,
Who ran off?
it was Chris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it a couple times. He thought he was just gonna throw up. Just fucking running to the fucking
Shit.
sink. Oh.
No, I remember the first trip that we went to Narooma, the first game that you had. You pulled it, you were doing it like a fucking trooper, and then you just started coughing, and you just bolted and did like a lap around the house, and then just kept jogging around the table in circles.
Yes. It does kill me. I don't do that anymore for whatever reason.
I can hold it back enough now.
Yeah. I think that running around the table sends me on a shitty trajectory.
Yeah. No, just coughing in general.
Yes.
Yeah, it's bad.
I have to concentrate on like as soon as I rip the cone and it's setting in, I need to like align myself in like the most positive way possible. Be like, it's gonna be a good time, and that sort of sets me up nicely.
Oh, I remember a fuck one I had when we were at your dad's place.
Yeah.
And what was the occasion? I think we were just there because it was free house or something.
Yeah.
And can I say this?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'd smoked up, and I remember as it was kicking in, the roof of my mouth started getting itchy, so I was like rubbing it with my tongue. And then that, you know that like the feeling, like that weird numb feeling after you like scratch your tongue with scratch the roof of your mouth with your tongue.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like that, and then it started to feel like TV static, and then my whole body just felt like it was vibrating.
Wow.
From doing that, and every time I do it, I just felt fucking worse.
Yeah.
It was mental.
Well, you also went to your fucking grandma's, didn't you?
Nan's house,
Yeah.
we cut the square.
Yeah.
That was fucked up, man.
That was from a Nang though.
That was Nang Emily.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Nangs, bro. Really, man? We're such.
We were young.
We're so scat. Like
in fairness, we were young, and we don't do it that often.
I just had a realization. I put myself through the fucking ringer, bro. Like I didn't realize how fucking hard I've gone, and it did not occur to me until just then. Wow. I need to reflect on that a little bit more. Like we've been going hardcore. Well, you haven't, but
I haven't. Yeah,
we've been going
We've
hardcore,
gone
bro.
pretty hardcore.
What does that mean?
Wait, are we talking
Why
about
did we
drugs
go?
right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did we do that? Well, it's like we have to. We had to, kinda. Well, it's like I'm here right now, and I'm kind of happy where I am right now. Therefore, I had to do it. But I don't know why I felt the need to. Adventure comes back to that thing. We didn't have any fucking troubles in our life, so we created our own.
Not about that.
I think so. Well, the trouble is the challenge. It's the journey. It's the fight. It's the experience. And after you come out of a mushroom trip, it gives you a lot of shit to think about. It gives you a lot of challenges to overcome. It makes you a better person. So I guess that kind of is that. It's weird. It also, yeah, I can talk about mushrooms all day, but because I feel it's almost like we've become too conscious too early in a way. Like. It's like something you should slowly. It's like a rising sun, and we've just fucking chucked our fucking selves in the fucking middle of the sky. And it's like that's just what you got to deal with. Yeah, well, whatever. Not whatever, but
How long have you guys been going for?
we have been going for
Since I was 16, cunt.
an hour and a fucking half, mate. Yeah.
Well, there's the biscuit shapes that we were talking
Savoury.
about.
Have you had a crack?
No.
Try it.
Are they stale?
Huh?
Are they stale?
No.
Oh,
I had
fuck
one.
no.
It was good.
July. Found it.
July. This is never a flattering thing.
They're stale shit.
It's fucked. The way you look up, it's fucked. I want you. Look at your face.
Wow. Wow.
Did you want to lick geese?
Have a gaze. It almost sounds like I'm gay for you, bro. I want you. No, I'm straight. Yeah, man.
Just look at his face. Look at his face when he goes, it's fucked. Those are the best. When somebody's completely fucked and dying inside, and somebody's on the other side.
That's me every
It's the
time.
worst thing
You
ever.
always feel me.
Bro, you always arrive. Every time I've tripped, you always arrive at the same. Like, if you're around, you always arrive at the same time. It's like midway through. I'm just on the way down. Hey, you. I forgot you fucking existed, bro. I'm so happy to see you. I love you, man. Like, you're a good person. I'm glad you're my
Yeah.
friend. And then you're there, and I'm like, thank fuck he's here. I'm happy. Like, that happens every time, and I'm
Yeah.
happy for it.
You've come in
I
on
got to
trips,
censor
yeah,
your name twice.
and you're like, the vibe changes. Like, whether it's for, like, until you go and then leave the room and, like, talk to somebody else. But whenever you've come in on a trip, you're always, like, smiling. Usually it's something like, oh, you're fucked.
You're like a
Oh,
bird.
something
That's
like
what
that.
I say every
It's
single
like your
time.
catchphrase,
Yeah.
but you're always smiling and it's not a bad omen. So it's like,
'cause I
this is
walk in
good.
And it's always a fucking scene.
That's what I was going to say. It's a
Every
scene.
single time, it's just everyone like jaw completely to the fucking floor, staring at something that just isn't there. And I'm like, oh, you guys are fucked.
You need to try.
What does that mean
You need
for
to
you?
get on.
What does that mean to you, though?
What do you mean?
Like, you're friends with us. Why are you still friends with us?
Yeah.
It doesn't really
Leave.
It looks fucked, though. It looks like I'm trying to picture, like,
What?
what.
No, you know what? I'd rather see people like that than like drunk as fuck. 100% any day of the week.
Really?
Because seeing people like drunk and like falling over themselves and shit and not really functioning is just embarrassing. And then, but seeing you guys, because you seem like you have the capacity to still function when you're tripping balls, but you don't need to because you're not around anyone where you have to operate.
I get you. Yeah.
Whereas, yeah, seeing people scat, like when you go out like clubs or pubs and shit, and people have been there since the fucking crack of dawn, and they're just like slurring their words, stumbling over each other, they don't know what fucking ways up. That's just embarrassing. If I saw any of the boys like that, I'd be like, you fuck. And that would be scat.
Yeah, that's one thing I actually didn't build my tolerance up over the week, even though I was drinking every day. I always was getting fucked. It probably was also because I was like drinking when I woke up. Like golf, brush my teeth, go to golf. And then I'm there and Matt's like, fucking bringing over a 6-pack. And I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be alright.
Matt can get on
First
the piss
fucking
like
one
that.
I'm already feeling and I'm driving the cart. Like, it's actually pretty fun playing golf while fucking tipsy because you're like, fucking this is going to be a good shot. And it's just, fuck!
That was the worst. I got the day before, the night before the party, I went out to work. I wasn't working, but I went out to go and have a drink with the other people who were working, like who had just finished.
What are their names? First and last names.
No. And I started drinking and I didn't really stop. And I was at the point where I knew I was still functioning properly. Like I wasn't making a fool of myself. But I was like, I know if I have any more, I'm fucked. And then my mate bought a bottle of champagne and we finished it.
Fucking yeah, the
This is-
champagne.
I was sitting in work after they closed. Like I shouldn't have been there. And they would like with with all the well, not all the managers, but a manager and shit. And I remember he just looked at me and I was like, this is not a good look. Like, in front of my employer, shit face, I shouldn't be here. And then I told my mate, I was like, well, you gotta get the fuck out of here. And as soon as I walked out, I got to the grass and just threw up. Got everything out of me.
Yeah.
But then I remembered I got a video of my manager completely fuck-eyed just as he finished work like the week before. So I wasn't too worried about it.
Fucking oath.
Your work is required.
It is. That's another one.
Huh?
You said it again.
Said your works. Oh, the R word. It's so deep in my vocabulary.
Did I do that?
What?
Nothing. Fucking hell.
Podcast done.
I think so.
Podcast done.
Fuck your ass.